Well, Brandon, we're a third of the way through the season now. You've only just come back into the things, but from the sidelines, how have you felt that the team have done so far?
Yeah, I think the team's done well. There's been occasions and laps of concentrations in a few games that have maybe let us down, and we're not as high in the table as we could have been if we stayed concentrated in them moments, i.e. Tuesday. But as a whole, if you look at it compared to last year, we're doing very well. I think if we continue to build on what we've shown so far, we're definitely heading in the right direction.
And the head coach has said it on a number of occasions. It can often be a learning experience, when there's a new group, 12 players were signed in the summer, but being able to learn as a group, can only then benefit you guys that you've had experiences that you can continue to mould from as well.
Yeah, definitely. We've through this first bit of the season, we've definitely been in a lot of different scenarios and learning different things. So it's only going to stand us in good stead for the rest of the season to come, and hopefully we learn from all our mistakes and learn from the positives, and that drives us and forces us to go and do the right things at the right times.
And it's almost about finding that level of consistency, isn't it? Because we've seen some of the performances that have been put in as to such a high standard. You can reach that as a group now. It's about finding that that level now where everything is the same every week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as I said, I think I go back to lapses of concentration. I think that's one of the massive things that are going to improve us. Not that people aren't focused in on the game, but if you're maybe 5 yards away from your man or 2 yards closer, these things make a massive difference. So I think if we can just tighten up on a few different things here and there, it's definitely going to improve us. And concentration and consistency, it all comes into one and under the same hat. I think if we are consistent, tighten up on a few things, it's definitely going to then start bouncing and just keep leapfrogging and going up that league.
For yourself, you came back in on Tuesday, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
How did that feel for you?
It was a nice game to come back into. Definitely had to chase the ball around a lot first half, which was hard. But then we addressed a few things in the second half, and it was a lot more enjoyable to play in. On a personal note, I could have probably played a lot better, but I think it was just a shock to the system. First 90. But as a team, I think I'm proud of the way the boys handled and soaked up a lot of the pressure in the first half, and that allowed us to then work them out and really give it a good go and dominate in the second half. I feel we was very unlucky to not come away with the 3 points. Personally, I think
It must be frustrating for you to have been in the treatment room, as it is for any player at any point of the season. How do you then deal with that frustration? You speak about motivation previously of watching the lads out there train. Is that something that you then use as your own fuel in those sorts of situations?
Yeah, I think where I'm a little bit older now and I've had a few injuries in the past, I just used that as a learning thing, whereas in the past I might have got depressed and down, but now I just look at it as motivation, make sure I do the right things, make sure I'm doing what I'm told at the best of my ability so I can get back and, be at the best as I can. So as soon as I'm called upon, I can, be firing or be at a good fitness state to, go and be able to run around for 90 minutes.
And these games in the Football League, especially down here, come thick and fast. It's Saturday, Tuesday for an awful lot of the season. We're into Saturday's game against Mansfield. They're unbeaten so far this season. It's going to be a real good test for us again, and we've shown we can do it against the best teams in the division.
Yeah, they're a good side. But as I always say, personally, I think any side in this league can beat any side on the given day. We go there and do what we're doing. We're not going to shy away from the fact that we're a good team as well. And I think that's important. We got to stand up and realise that we definitely have a chance against most teams that come out against us, if not all. So I think wherever we go, people worry about us as well. So it doesn't matter to me whether they've won, lost, whatever. We analyse every game in segregation, go there to do the job, and that's the most important thing, getting the 3 points, and fingers crossed we go there and do our job and get the points.
And there's over 500 Walsall fans going on the day already. Their support's been fantastic once again so far this season.
You don't need to talk about the fans, they wear their heart on their sleeves, whether that's a travelling or at home fan. We can't thank them enough. When we're at home, you can hear them loud and proud, and when we're away, you can still hear them. They're like a 12th man. They definitely help us, and they're definitely in our corner, pushing us, to go and achieve what we want to achieve, because they're a big part of it as well. So I can't thank them enough for that support.